We shouldn't have a podcast, but we do. But we do. We shouldn't have a podcast, but we do. And you're listening to it.
Oh my gosh.
You like that?
Oh, you put your heart and soul into it this morning.
I did.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. If you see my mug, it says I'm trying to have a
good day. Happy Wednesday. This energy you're bringing into this Wednesday is really inspiring.
Halfway through the week. You know where this coffee mug is from?
Korea. Yeah.
It is. And just for portion size purposes, like, do you see how smaller they make their things? Like,
I mean, I'm sure every coffee mug isn't that small, but
it was when we was over there.
can you put your mouth on the mic, please?
It was when we was over there.
I never thought I would ever tell you that I want you louder in my ear, but
Oh, Lord. And then you see the
yeah, no, I was gonna ask you about it, but by all means, go for it.
No, ask me. That's fine.
What are you wearing today, Jackie?
So I got a game not from the actual
Hey,
game,
baby, speaking to the mic. What's happening
not
here?
from an actual game. Is that better? Is that better for you?
Yeah, now I'm scared you're gonna scream.
Not from the actual game, but this is an authentic game jersey, Argentina game jersey. Lautaro Martinez plays at Inter Milan. It was supposed to be a Messi jersey, but Adidas sent the wrong one. This was from a bet I had with my boy E.
So we talked about E on the podcast yesterday. E's real when E listens to. Oh my gosh, I'm realizing I have stains on this shirt from when I wore it to the movies. Popcorn stains.
Oh no.
But E is Jackie's friend from Israel. He's born and raised in Israel, best friend. They played basketball together in Israel. Then he ended up moving to the States and playing basketball with Jackie's brother, both brothers.
Yep.
So he's like family at this point. Anyways, Did y'all make a bet while he was here?
We had made a bet either while he was here or over the phone. So I said if Argentina got to the finals, World Cup final, then I said if France gets there, he said if France won, I had to buy him an Mbappe jersey.
Got it.
And I said, well, if Argentina wins, then you have to buy me a Messi jersey.
Got it.
And so I think we had made it over the phone because I think I was already in Turkey. But
that's so fun. Sometimes I wish I was like really into sports just so I could bet someone something.
Yeah. So he thought he was about to win it too. He was live texting me during the game.
Respect to him that he actually like followed through with it.
I mean, and like obviously like all of the Messi jerseys have been sold out. So they sent me this one, but he was talking to Christian and
Jackie's brother,
my youngest brother, and he was like, "Oh, I forgot that I even had to send Jack a jersey." So then he had asked me yesterday if I got a package from him. This was sitting on the front doorstep, and I gotta pay up on his bets, man. That's a good dude.
That is a really good dude.
Solid guy. Not a lot of people like that out there. Honestly, they duck and dodge you.
He's a great dude, a reliable guy.
It don't come any more solid than E.
Yeah,
for real.
Well, you look great in it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. White and blue, Argentina. I'm about to get an Inter Milan jersey as well with the Messi on the back.
I promise that I won't destroy it in the dryer.
I'll take care of this. You don't even got to worry about. You don't even have to worry about this.
I messed up one jersey, and it happened to be honestly one of my favorite things that you wear. It was the Barcelona purple jersey. He looks amazing in it. And in Turkey, we finally got a dryer. Well, it was like a 2-in-1 washer and dryer. I shouldn't have trusted it. I didn't realize the jersey was in there.
Anything 2-in-1 is not good.
I know.
And you got me 3. Let me just tell a quick story real quick. So Lacey came home. This was when we came back during the earthquake, right?
I don't know, maybe.
So she proceeds to say, hey, I need to go pick up some body wash, some other things. We've ran low. All right, cool. Go do that. She comes back to the house and proceeds to put the bag on the counter, and I'm going through and going, where's the body wash? Where's those stuff? Now, she had got herself the, what did you get? You got you some $20.
It was not $20. It looks like chic, but it's not $20, maybe $9.
Okay, so we're gonna round up to 11 plus taxes. Okay, so she got $11 body wash, and I go, I'm like, are we both using this? No. I go, well, where's my stuff? She's like, I got you the 3-in-1 Suave. You can wash your face, wash your body, and wash your hair. It's perfect. I go, ma'am, you got me 3-in-1, and then that's right when my skin started getting real super dry and
no, I'm turning you down.
But you got me 3-in-1 body wash. And I said, this is how much she cares about me.
Oh my gosh.
Suave 3-in-1.
I thought you
couldn't even got me Irish Spring.
No, it's ridiculous how bougie you are with these sorts of things. It really is. Like you're not the prince of, I don't even know what, England.
I could be.
Jackie uses all of my nice body products. He uses all of my nice skin products.
Our.
That's
skin
not
products,
true though, because
our body
you
wash.
never replenish our body products. You never
Yes,
do the research. You never do anything like that. You just suddenly my stuff's all gone, and I know I didn't use it up in 1 month.
You know what? This brings me to my next thing. Irish Spring, contact me. Irish Spring, get in the WhatsApp
Jackie
emails.
uses The Human Race by Pharrell Williams on his face.
That's face wash.
He uses Aesop on his body, and when that runs out, he uses my Necessaire. He uses my
Aesop. I had to go into my secret stash to get the Aesop out. I didn't even realize we had that still. But you do use good body wash, and that's compliments to you. What do you use, by the way?
Necessaire.
And
then just I'll try new stuff from the store.
Yeah. Let's just no more 3-in-1. How about that?
Oh, trust me, I learned my lesson.
I'm not 13 anymore. Oh,
you are so rude.
You might as well give me the Axe 5-in-1. Give me the Axe 5-in-1.
I'm sorry that I didn't know the word on the street with 30-year-old men of what's cool and what's lame and what's taboo. I don't know.
I mean, this is my logic. Can I tell you my logic behind this?
I have a feeling you're going to tell us anyway, so go for it.
I would love for you to ask me. And then I'm going to ask you some questions.
Hey, baby love, what's your logic?
It's funny you ask.
Yeah.
So, women have some of the most, y'all have porcelain skin. Like you guys, like.
You honestly think that? I feel like.
Yes, I feel like.
I always have acne. No, and I've done Accutane.
I feel like your skin is great. I feel like all the women I see that use all of these products, all of these shower care products, whatever, like skin glowing. And guys, we get Axe, Suave, 3-in-1, 2-in-1, 5-in-1, whatever you want to add, whatever you want to say.
They add poopery into it eventually.
Yes. They're not as worried about us because like, oh, guys just got rough skin. They don't really care. They're going to go in, throw it on. You see the guys say they use Dove bar soap to wash their face. Okay, cool. But the Necessaire and the things you're using, they smell a lot better. That's first and foremost. And then secondly, I want to have, nice, healthy skin.
Well, you sure do. And your body circumference is about 3 to 4 times mine. So we're running through this $80 bundle.
That's God-given.
Quick.
Well,
I have not bought new Necessaire since Christmas of 2021 because it went so quickly. I was like, I can't afford this lifestyle.
You can't afford the Necessaire?
No, not with you using it. If I had used it by myself, I could use a bundle for probably 6 months.
Well, we used that, and we had the charcoal bar soap that we also used.
Necessaire.
Yeah, I know. Enough about me. What about you? What are you? Enough about my shower routine and how you gave me skin of a crocodile. What are you wearing? What you got on?
I'm wearing the Heaven's Fashion House shirt that they sent us. I love it so much.
Yeah, it's fire.
I wore it on a date that I took you on to the movies.
See Guardians of the Galaxy.
To see Guardians of the Galaxy, and there's a little bit of popcorn stains on it. I'm mad at myself, but I only wore it for those couple of hours, so it's like I'm just gonna hang it back up.
I can't wear nice things to the movie theater because I will get popcorn, grease, oil, butter. I've ruined a many of clothes with popcorn. For real.
Maybe you just need to add the popcorn, butter, and grease to your elbows and your knees and your feet.
That might be why my skin is.
Yeah, what's going on with it? Your rose was all flared up yesterday.
It was because I didn't put on sunscreen.
Right here.
Yeah,
it's sunburnt.
It's a sun rash. So I get for whatever reason. So years ago, I went fishing and I didn't wear sunscreen. I was out at Milford Lake in Kansas. All my people that live in Kansas know what I'm talking about.
Ooh,
so it's
Kansas.
It's the famous place where they say the state record for the blue catfish will be caught because they've been stocking it for like years.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest man-made lake. You can fact check me on this. This is the biggest man-made lake in the United States of America.
Put your finger down.
Because the military was right there, and the military made it, and it's terrible to fish because it's all, the bottom of it is all filled with like these like cinder block type like rocks. It's
so they just hide in there.
Yeah, exactly. So they get up in there and they hide up underneath those rocks. In the line, it just like chews the line up. It's ridiculous. Like I don't even fish it unless you can go to a boat and like go and be suspended out in the middle of the water. There's no reason to go out there. But anywho, I was out there and I got sun rash on my arm, and from now on, whenever I don't put sunscreen on this part of my arm flares up.
Yeah, your skin's so funky.
It is. It's you
have great skin in the sense like it's gorgeous, but it just is very sensitive.
Very sensitive. There's something else I was going to tell you, but
oh my gosh. You're like being all like, you've been very affectionate the last couple of days. I'm eating it up. And it's happened to fall right on my cycle where I need the extra love and attention.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look at that.
So, way to sync up with me.
It's kind of like I synced up like a good Bluetooth device.
Love it.
A good Apple device. Bluetooth, they just. But then when you buy like one of those like off things off Amazon, so it take a couple seconds, it's a little lag.
Yeah.
I'm in my Apple product era.
Wow.
My Apple era.
I'm loving it. I was going to say, yesterday evening, I took a 2-hour nap.
Something around there. Yeah.
I have been feeling overwhelmed. I had decision fatigue yesterday. We went to my old condo and moved a bunch of stuff out and then moved it into here and have absolutely nowhere to put it. And it was like, what do I get rid of? What do I keep? Where do I put it? What's going on? And we have guests coming in like 5 days.
You sure do.
And it's all piled up in the guest room, whatever. Like there was just a lot, all first world problems. But still just a lot on my mind, and then my cycle, everything. I just like needed a nap. So I took a nap yesterday and we went to bed early, and I'm feeling rejuvenated. But I wanted to talk about.
You're good.
I'm just fixing your hair.
Yeah, keep going.
But I wanted to talk about, you put something on your head or on your forehead.
Thank you, baby. How do you feel when we going blonde?
Sure, I think bleach is horrible for your hair.
Well, yeah, it's horrible all the way around, but
anyways, I wanted to talk to you about routine because I was thinking about it this morning, and I was like, I feel like I'm finally getting better as an adult about knowing the things that I have to implement into my day in order to feel like myself and to feel better. Mm-hmm. And yesterday was one of those days where I absolutely let my emotions take over. Like I wasn't like a nightmare by any means. I just let myself get overwhelmed. And I slacked on things that make me feel good. So like I didn't work out, which was partly because I'd gotten the Botox in my armpits and I couldn't sweat. But anyway, so that I didn't work out. I didn't like do the dishes. I didn't do laundry. I didn't go to Bible study. Like there's Are you listening to me?
And I'm listening to you.
Okay, then repeat what I said.
You said that yesterday you were having decision fatigue and you slacked on things like working out, going to Bible study. And that's when I do the hair thing. That's like when the teacher calls on you. Next question, teach. Move on. I was listening.
Whatever. So today I'm trying to do that.
I love that for you. And how can I help? How can I be of service?
Listen to me.
I was listening to you.
No, you've been a big help. Yesterday you asked me about 25 times if I needed anything, and like that is the way to my heart.
You read my mind. No, of course. I'm like I said, I'm trying to, just trying to be more present, live in the moment. I'm trying to.
Do you have anything in your routine though that, like, give me like 3 to 5 things that immediately make you feel like yourself if you implement them on a daily basis?
I mean, consistency.
Yes, but like that's routine. Consistency in what? Like, what are the things?
I would say this podcast has been one. So this podcast has like established consistency in my life that I get to wake up at 5:30, not 8, not 9, which what I would probably typically do in the off season. Yeah. So like just this podcast has been a godsend in the fact that I've been able to establish a routine.
You're welcome.
And just have this as a form, like an outlet, I guess, to be able to talk about things. We just talk about random things throughout the entire day.
Oh, trust me, they
know.
So
this is definitely taking the edge off of that, of feeling like I just have to talk your ear off about 18 million different things that going on. I want to become a better reader. I'm sure you saw me looking through the books last night when we were up there.
No.
You didn't?
No.
When you walked upstairs?
But I can say I did. Yeah, I saw it.
No. But
I'll check the cameras.
I've just been like, I want to start doing that more. And
when are you going to do it? Let's implement it today. I know, but what time into the day? Like, where are you going to stack that habit?
That's a great question. I'm trying to... What this podcast has allowed me to do is to try to establish the rest of my day, because pretty much I have my mornings already locked in. I have morning and mid-afternoon already locked. Mm-hmm. From 5:30 to noon, I'm in the office. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to attempt to now start throwing that in workouts in there, and so on and so forth. So I think that's going to be the real sweet spot. And then also I've tried to get more consistent and be more diligent with reading my devotional, staying in the word. I think that's where I want to become bulletproof. Yeah. In that, and just like, I feel like the conversations we've had this past week, what we've talked about with the trip, and we've spent a lot of time on the road together this week. We had a lot of conversations about what that looks like, how we want to go about it. Yep. And it's made me feel really good. It's taken away a little bit of stress. So yeah, long answer. It's in motion. But I feel 25% of that is we're in a good place. I'm going to try to get to, I'm going to try to get to 80% by next week. But I'd be happy with 50%.
I love that. So if you want to agree to reading like 10-15 minutes before bed every night, I'll do it with you.
Down. Like
I was so glad you said last night we got in bed and you're like, should we watch Love Island? I was like, I don't really care, like whatever, because I was working on something on my computer anyway, so I probably wouldn't have really watched. And you're like, you know what, I don't need to watch Love Island. Like, we're getting up at 5:30 in the morning, and you just turned the TV off and got in bed, and oh my god.
If you yawn on the podcast, it's a fine from now on.
And what do you have to pay?
$1.
Anyways, but that could have been like like we stayed up for 10 more minutes. Like we could have read for 10 minutes.
Yeah. You want to know something funny? Last night I took 2 of Lucas's melatonin gummies.
No way.
Yeah.
These are like toddler like melatonin gummies if they're sick. Like,
yeah, if they're sick, if like anything is going on, like you can like give this to them. Like you're only supposed to give them one.
Yeah.
And so like you give them one, they just
yes,
supposed to be
we
able
know
to
what
sleep.
melatonin. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I was explaining it like nobody knew what melatonin was. Maybe people haven't heard of it. Anyways, but they're all natural ones.
Oh my gosh.
So I took 2 of them, and I'm not joking because I was like, oh, 2 of them, kids gummies. I'm chilling. In 10 minutes, I don't know if you saw me with my phone. I was like, yep, and it's time to go to bed.
Well, we can get you some adult ones today.
For sure. I just didn't have any last night, and
That's hilarious.
And I actually feel very well rested.
Really?
Yes.
I feel much better today than I did yesterday. Yep, let's pause. Lucas is actually calling. That's perfect timing.
That's right.
Okay, we back again.
We're back. Lukey called us really quick, so we had to
Pause it.
put that on pause.
We didn't even tell them our names earlier. What if this is the first time someone's getting on here? My name's Lacey Cavalier Carmichael.
My name's Jackie Carmichael. I'm Lacey Cavalier Carmichael's beautiful husband.
I don't even remember what we were talking about, but it doesn't even matter because we were probably off track and we need to get back on track,
Yep.
which is
Yes.
last night. What did we catch up on and how did it go?
Yesterday evening is like my prime evening. We
loved it.
New Jersey Housewives.
Yes. Reunion part 3.
Part trace.
And we got confused and thought it was Monday night and that we had missed it or something. We had not missed it. We watched it live last night, so it's all good.
Yeah, and that's like one of the first episodes we've been able to watch live just because we haven't been moving around and we actually got back on the schedule. So, we were able to catch up on Housewives.
Yep.
We caught up on Martha's Vineyard. And what was the third one?
We watched the first episode of Orange County.
We watched the first episode of Orange County. Tamra is nuts. I can say that confidently.
You feel that way?
She pulled up on a Harley.
Let's talk New Jersey first.
Yeah. Let's do it. Big John Fuda came.
Honestly, I really like the Fudas. I feel like they're good people.
I do too. And let's not even start there. Let's start with, how do you feel about Melissa and Teresa's relationship, and do you believe that this will ever recover? And do you believe that both of them get brought back for next season, or do you think one of them gets put on pause, both of them gets put on pause? Give me your thoughts about that.
Okay. I unfortunately feel like as long as Teresa and Louis are married, which will most likely be forever, that it's not going to happen, because even if Louis pretended to be the hero and convinced Teresa to go back and make it right, whatever, even if that happened and they got on good terms and everyone was good, it would take one evening of Louis just like being toxic to go back to the house and start like saying things about Melissa and Joe and convince Teresa of some storyline or some narrative. And that's the thing. It's like, she's never gonna be safe to be vulnerable in that situation and be like, no, I really, like, she can't have an opposing view from him.
We've seen Louis get drunk on the show. We've seen him just say irrational, wild things that make absolutely no sense, or he's saying them in he gets drunk and says the truth and then backpedals when not the truth, but then I'm saying about Bo Dietl and all that stuff, and then gets on and I was really eaten up and whatever, and
just denies it.
Teresa's super impressionable. I don't believe that Teresa is within her right mind when she's with Louis, and I think that's very evident, and they both just say very incoherent things. Like, it's so hard to listen to either of them because I can't even like dissect or digest anything they're saying, because it's just justifications on why they did what they did or why they said what they said, or, oh, Joe did this or Melissa did this. There's no self-reflection. Every
toxic tactic that someone could have in communication, they exemplify.
Yep. Exactly.
And so it's exhausting. Like, it drains my soul just watching it.
Yeah. And like, I was trying to imagine Louis last night, like on the phone with, and if I have to hear Bo Dietl's name one more time, but
what a name.
What a name. And apparently he came out and said something against Joe Gorga yesterday. They came out like with the whole smear campaign. And I honestly believe one of these accounts that I follow on Instagram, Teresa and Louis are paying this account. It have to be. Like, every day I go on this account, I'm not going to shout them out. There is something about Joe Gorga or Melissa that's negative. It has been like this for the past 2 months. I was like, surely you guys aren't just, and I was like, maybe this is how crazy that world is, where they would take time out of their day to spend one of the show checks,
absolutely,
10, 40,000, 20,000, and send it to this account and say, hey, just go off whatever you hear.
Always have our perspective. Basically.
Always have our perspective. Don't post anything about us that could potentially be negative. So I as of today, I'm unfollowing them because I can't anymore. I can't. Like, if you
I love that. Take a stand.
If you give me actual concise information that is not biased on one person's view or the other, I will be locked in.
Yeah.
As soon as you start giving me a biased opinion based on things that I'm seeing from my work, they don't have a different perspective than us from the social media. Mm-hmm. It's not like, maybe they've had a few conversations through DMs. I don't qualify that because I could do that if I wanted to. Mm-hmm. So when you're watching the show like I am, and then you have a biased opinion, you're telling me that Teresa's right and Melissa's wrong, I'm automatically like, okay, you have no idea what you're talking about. And you're not digesting what's being said, because nothing she said yesterday made sense. And even though Melissa kind of stooped down to Teresa's level, I feel like she had to, because last year her husband got called a bitch boy. She got super.
Okay, we not cussing on this podcast.
Okay, I'm just saying what they said on the show, though.
I know.
Okay,
but
what else was I supposed to say? A BB? No one's gonna know what I'm talking about.
The B word. I don't know. A B.
A B boy. A big boy. A big boy. So, all that to be said, I love that the food has stepped up first year. This is how you become iconic, because I feel like Rachel Fuda. That's her name, right? Rachel Fuda is taking a Nicole approach. She's a slow. But if you mess with my family, whatever, we're gonna address it. And it was weird of Louis last night to walk up to her and go,
"You're a great mother," and like get down in her face. Yeah. I'd be like, "Get out of my face!"
You're great. Like, bro, are you coked out? Like, you're a great mother. You do all these things great. It's like, all right, well, you're not addressing the real thing. You called his wife in jail to try to intervene with his ex-wife to try
they weren't married, just his ex.
Okay, just his ex. Tried to go because it was in high school.
Yeah, something like that.
Try to intervene with the adoption process just because she's aligned with Melissa Gorga.
Yeah.
And she doesn't agree with Teresa's views and speaks up for herself. That is a poor reason to try to intervene in someone's life. And he did the exact same thing I would have done. I would have been furious. And he gave him the man's way out. He said, apologize to me.
Own it
on camera.
Or we can't move forward.
Or we cannot move forward and you have me as an enemy. Respect to him, because now you know where I stand. And I love that perspective. Like, that's who I am. Like, if you respect me enough, we can say what we need to say to each other. If you messed up, you messed up. Apologize and move on like a man. Now, if something happens in the future, then we got bigger issues, because now you just lied to me again, and now there is no relationship.
Yeah, I just don't believe anything that comes out of his mouth, Louis's mouth.
Yeah,
and I feel really bad for the left couch in the sense of, like, they're just going to be gaslit forever. They know what they know he's done, and he's going to refuse to admit it, and it's whatever. Like, That's the thing with these shows. People are going to believe what they want to believe because they get to show only what they want to show.
Yep. Frank's silence spoke volumes.
Yep.
And I love that.
Dolores, I understood what she wanted to do by shutting it.
Dolores the flip-flop.
Well, I understood what she wanted to do by shutting it down for her son, like not wanting to talk about it for her son, but she looked controlled. She looked like she was controlled by Louis, and that was the scary part. It was like, what has he threatened you with?
No, he probably paid her, in all honesty. I think Louis is the type of guy that strikes me as like, hey, brother, we're going to need to not talk about this.
Or they just invited them on a vacation, or they who knows?
Yeah.
But I don't think it would be money because her man is like super wealthy.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Yeah. Who knows? I think, and it could just be that she could have, like Teresa could have just threatened the friendship. I don't know. What I do know is what I saw last night as well, which made me unfollow this account it's a pretty prestigious Real Housewives account, by the way. The son, Frankie, was in the DMs talking about Louis great. Louis awesome. Louis this, Louis that. And then I guess he doesn't follow Joe Gorga, but he follows Louis. So it just feels as if Dolores is like almost backtracked and said, hey, unfollow Joe, all these things. It just seems.
Meanwhile, Joe and Frank are like best friends.
No, Frankie, the son.
The dad.
Yeah. And the son are best friends.
I can't stop yawning. I'm such an ugly yawner.
It doesn't make any sense. And honestly, it's more or less, it's just a smear campaign. It's very obvious. And for the fans and the people that can't see this, like it is 100% we're trying to get Melissa off the show. We're trying to get him caught up. We're trying to get him to go to prison.
It's too dark. Honestly.
Yeah, it's way too dark. It's like, yo, this is like, you're really losing a brother over this. You're really losing a sister over this. And like I said, Joe Gorga wants to be in the middle of it all. And
in what way?
Like yesterday when Louis and John Fuda were having a combo and he walks over and
he's
like,
doing
hey,
that for John.
Break it up.
He's doing that for John because John started bowing up a little.
Yeah. I love Joe. I love Melissa. I will rock with them until anything else comes out differently that tells me
you're about to make vows to them.
Maybe. I think that they are so dope. All I'm saying is that he could do himself a huge favor and just get on the right side and just be like, you know what? I've tried and I've given it all I've had.
He did do that.
I'm saying just not even, he's still fighting it a little bit.
No, he didn't. He literally goes, look, doors open. I'll never say never. I love you, Teresa. I'll whatever, Louis, let's just forget we ever met kind of thing. Like, it's just like, let's just kind of like clean slate, let it die and see what regrows kind of vibe. Yeah. I thought, at least he said that and Teresa was like, no.
That is true.
What else are you supposed to do? Like I don't know.
I think if he just takes himself, like I just am feeling.
Don't you see how we're always wanting them to be like the bigger person?
This is what I'm saying is that if he totally just removes himself and every time Louis says something crazy, whatever, if it wasn't ever even made, they would even look crazier. And it would,
for sure.
Shadow of a doubt. They give themselves just a hint of there's still that 1 or 2% where people are divisive and will pick a side. Where if he just didn't even respond at all, it would just be like whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. But I'm sure they still want to protect their integrity and their things and the things that people are saying about them and on social media. That can become a lot daunting. So.
Yeah.
Anyways.
No, I agree. Silence is always better in those situations.
Yeah. I would love to know what they found out in all these investigations and what Marge barely got to speak.
Because no one else really got to speak at all. Teresa and Melissa sucked the air out of that room.
Yeah. You want to know what they should go on? They should go on they should do like a
family retreat and have it filmed.
I was going to say Family Feud, but yeah.
Well, that's basically what it would be.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was entertaining. It was heartbreaking and it was toxic as heck.
Yeah. I don't think Melissa or Joe are going anywhere. I just don't think they're gonna be able to film together anymore.
Yeah,
We'll see what that looks like.
And then
you want to talk about Martha's Vineyard?
Sure, I don't have much to say, honestly.
Okay, that's cool. We can move on then. I thought no thoughts of the show so far. How you feel about it?
It's entertaining me. I'm honestly like, I don't know. I feel like I need the first season to get into it is what it's kind of making me feel like. But I don't know. Like, it's just.
They're not giving us much. Like
Shanice like skinny dipped last night in front, or was it didn't air last night, but that's the episode we watched, the latest episode, in front of Bria's boyfriend. And it was just like, and then she's just walking around topless. Like, I don't know. Like, that sort of like behavior just, it irks me. I'm like, for what? Like, you're a grown adult. Why are we doing this? Making people feel uncomfortable. Like,
I think she did it more for the camera. Being drunk is never an excuse. They were blitzed when they came back from that girls' night.
Yeah, but then she did it sober the next day.
I was going to say she skinny dipped for like 24 hours. Like she was nude on the balcony, and then everyone was like, no.
While people are in like nice clothes at dinner.
Yeah,
it just I don't know. It just felt like poor form and just
moving a little mad.
It's kind of just slowly but steadily. I'm just getting over it and feeling turned off by the whole thing.
Yeah. And then what about
Real Housewives Orange County?
Real Housewives of Orange County.
I'm excited. I liked seeing all the ladies back together. I like seeing them play pickleball.
Yes.
I'm a big what's her bucket fan?
Heather Dubrow
fan.
What's her name?
Not like oh my gosh, I look up to these women and everything they do. It's not that kind of fan. I enjoy being entertained by them.
You're fans of their persona.
Yes, like the character. That's a good way to put it. Like, I feel like when we watch these shows, it doesn't feel like reality. It feels like they're characters.
Yes,
like, I don't know. Because they play into a character. They always talk about our storyline or this or that. Like, they write it themselves.
Yeah, I mean, they go to these Bravo cons just as you would go to like a Comic Con. So it's like these comic movie stars that are in these massive Marvel movies. It's no different than these Bravo con. Like, they're going and people have bought into their character. Now some people go a little bit further and are obsessed with these people.
Yeah.
And believe that this is their real life. Like, if you believe that Tamara rode a motorcycle in and her husband fed her cheese as soon as she walked through the door, you need to be
us.
You need to be evaluated immediately. I fed her a straight charcuterie board off the bike, off the Harley.
Her mom was cracking me up though.
Yeah, her mom's hilarious.
Too funny.
Yeah, Heather Dubrow, elite.
But no, it was good. It was a good night of catching up on TV. I'm kind of sad because I did miss Bible study. A couple people canceled like right before we were supposed to go, and we were gonna have like a little painting night, and so then it just ended up being like 2 of us, so we decided to reschedule. But I need to talk about life with my girl, with your
gal pals.
Yeah, really need.
Do you guys have like a crew name? Like, do you guys like? Are you guys?
Yeah, the Bible Baddies.
The Bible Baddies. Oh my gosh.
That's what our group text says.
The Bible Baddies.
It was kind of a joke, but
love. Yeah, that's lit.
Yeah, I miss them so much. I need to text them as soon as we get done with this.
Bible Baddies could be a dope movie.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
You said no?
I mean,
okay. Well, you don't got the
You'd
vision.
have to sell me on it. I don't know what the plot is.
Obviously.
I think title. I don't know.
I think, the titles.
It sounds like Bad Moms. It sounds like it would be like derogatory.
No. Bible Baddies is that's a positive thing. Like, if you say someone's a baddie, you would think that's bad. No, I know,
but then like in a movie form, like typically a title like that.
Don't kill my idea. Don't kill my idea. I'm gonna share it with you. Okay. It won't be bad.
Okay.
Be good. Be a good thing. Anyways, I love the name.
Thanks.
Name's cool.
Well, you gotta go take our car in.
Yeah.
We have a car appointment.
I should make you go, to be completely honest.
This one isn't my fault. this is just a recall on the car. They didn't ever put our seat heaters. I always do that. Heat seaters is what I always say. Seat heaters in when we bought the car, and so they finally are doing it. We've had this car for 1.5 years.
They are. So, yep, I got to take the car in and
I got to unpack and clean. I'm not going to get overwhelmed today. I'm not going to get overwhelmed today.
Mm-hmm. You got it, baby.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you.
You got it. I believe in you.
Like every part of me, this is what happens when I get stressed. I just want to sleep. Like every part of me just wants to like kind of just like lean over close my eyes. No, it's okay.
So as soon as I leave, you're pretty much going to go to sleep
no
for 20 minutes.
I'm not. I'm going to chug an Alani Nu and I'm going to get to it.
That sounds actually really good. I might take one.
I love you. Love your jersey.
Too. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Go out there and conquer the day. Happy Wednesday.
Thank you. Happy Wednesday.
Love you guys.
Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, subscribe to the podcast, rate the podcast on Apple Music and on Spotify.
Cheerio.
Do it. All right. Or don't. Either way, let us know you guys are enjoying it. The views have continued to go up. The subscribers have continued to go up. So I will take that as we are creating content that you want to see. Thanks, corporate. So yes, thank you guys for listening to today's podcast.
No, thank you, Jackie Carmichael. Thank you for another episode of We Shouldn't Have a Podcast, putting more trash content out into the world.
And this is the reason why we should not have a podcast.
We love you. We gotta go, seriously.
Don't ever rush my goodbye.
Bye, you guys. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, love you guys. Bye.
Bye.